Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Phil Smith. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Brahim Idoubihi.
Thank you. And can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from France, near Paris.
Can I see your identification, please?
Yes.
Thank you. That's fine. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I work.
What
Yes.
kind of work do you do?
I work in a firm in accountancy. So I worked 7 years ago. So yes,
And why did you choose this kind of work?
because I think I'm good in mathematics. So and I like economics in general. So yes.
What kind of work would you like to do in the future?
I think I want to do the same work, but in a big company. I want to change my company
Why?
because I'm in a small company, and in this small company, we can't say a lot of things than in a big company. In a big company, it's more turn in abroad, and I want to travel in other countries also.
Now, let's talk about weekends. What do you usually do at the weekend?
At the weekend depends. Sometimes I like to relax, and when I have a very stressful week. But usually I like to meet some friends because I play football, and sometimes we have some competition. Also, I do some karate, but just like amateur, not in competition. And also with my friends, we like to go to the pub at night or some restaurants. Or usually, I like also to show some films, new films. It's very interesting. Yes.
What do you think you'll do next weekend?
Next weekend, I will meet English students. So because I need to practice English, and she speaks also French, so I help him. I help her in French, and she helped me in English. So, yes.
Do you enjoy your weekends now more than you did when you were a child?
Yes, I think so, because when I was child, I think we are less stressful than now. Now in the work, usually we are very, very stressful. We are very stressed, and at the weekend we can relax, so it's more enjoying.
How important is it for you to relax at the end of the week?
Sorry?
How important is it for you to relax at the end of the week?
This is very important because all week we are very stressful. I have a work very stressful, and at the end of the week I like to decompress, to relax.
Let's talk about music. What sort of music do you usually enjoy listening to?
I like enjoy all type of music: Oriental, French, English, sometimes Korean, because I have some friends Korean that.
Has the kind of music you like changed over the years?
Sorry.
Has the kind of music you like changed over the years?
Yes. When I was young, I listened more rock music and metal music. So now it's more pop music and world music in general.
Do you prefer listening to live music or recorded music?
I think live music it's better than recorded music.
Why?
Because it's live music to listen live music. I will go there with some friends, so it's more enjoy and yes, more enjoy, and we can see the face to face some singer, and I think it's better. But for recorded music, it's good. But I think there are two remix, and it's not the real voice of a singer. So
Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
okay.
Here's some paper and a pencil for making notes. And here's your topic. I'd like you to describe a special gift or present you gave to someone. All right. Now remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you.
Okay.
I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. So the special gifts that I give, it's a ring to my girlfriends. So at the beginning, this ring I want to. I went in many shops to find it, but I never find the ring that I like, because some rings are more complicated, they're too much, and some rings it's too simple. So I asked my grandmother to help me to find this ring for my girlfriend. So we went also in the lot of shops, and we don't find the very good. After that, she gave me her ring that she have from from my grandfather. So that's my gift for. It's a special gift because she's a ring. She have a history, family history, and that's okay.
Do you enjoy giving gifts?
Yes, because usually I give some gifts only to people that I like very, very much, not just my friends. So for my friends, I can give some gift, like some flower or some perfume. That's some gifts that they don't take for a long time.
Thank
So,
you. Can I have the booklet and the pencil and paper back, please? We've been talking about a special gift you gave to someone, and I'd like to discuss with you 1 or 2 more general questions related to this. Let's consider, first of all, giving gifts in families. On what occasions do family members give gifts to each other in France?
in France, we give some gifts all the time. Some Christmas, birthday, New Year's, and some events like Saint Brian or Saint. And usually when we are successful in some exam or something like that. So,
And do people spend a lot of money?
Yes, a lot of money. And sometimes for just when there are no events, just usually we can give some gifts.
So what sort of gifts do children give to adults in their families?
Usually some picture they make in the school, or some flowers also, yes, because they have usually some pocket money, and they spend their money for some gifts, usually for their mother, or not for their friends, for their brother or sister.
And do you think adults appreciate gifts that children have made themselves more than gifts that they've bought in a shop?
Yes, I think made in self. It's look like they invest their time and their thinking about that. So it's more complicated than to buy something in the shop. So, yeah.
So how important do you think it is for families to give gifts to each other?
It's make some relationships between us, and they prove their feelings between us. So it's really important.
Let's move on now and talk about giving gifts in society in general. In what situations might people give gifts when they're in business?
In business, I think just at some events like New Year and Christmas. Otherwise, they don't give some gifts. So sometimes at the end of the balance sheets, at the end between March and April, sometimes we have we received some gift or we give some gifts.
Okay, so in France, do you think companies spend a lot of money on business gifts?
Yes, it's important for relationships between the clients and the supplier. So yes, a lot of and sometimes the gift it's also like advertised because they made some pens or some glasses with bread of company. So sometimes it's also a good advertise.
Right.
Yes.
So it's important for the company, but what about gift giving for the economy of the country in general? I mean, in France, is buying gifts an important part of the economy, do you think?
Yes, I think so. I think buying the gifts in France, particularly, it's a very big business, and many shops and many employees depend that this sector, and also the tourist sector live with this things, and that's all.
Right. Now, some people say that it would be better for society if all the money that was spent on gifts was given to help poor people instead. What do you think about that?
I think we have to help the poor people, but we have also to make some relationships between us, because I think it's also very important. And of course, we have to help other people like third world, because we have to find a balance between that.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.